have you had any losses that have hung with you?
Yeah, well,
I was going to ask that. I was like, what is everyone's worst loss on this table? I'd love to know. Let's start with Matt. Tell us.
Well, it was just on Sunday, just gone. So I had a match with a guy called Sledge, Matt Connelly. I'd been building up to this match. He's ranked, third in the club. I'm ranked fifth. So it was like, reasonably close. And I was on a little bit of a win streak, feeling good, feeling like I had some momentum. And in training with Sledge, I'd been doing quite well and getting lots of pins on him and, feeling strong. And I was like, I'm going into this match, I think I can do this, But when I stepped onto the table, it was like going against a different person. Like he changed, like his face.
60% in training, 100% in competition.
I hate those people. I hate those people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when he got on there, he was serious and he had that look, and it was like, oh.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah. There was no more playing around. And it was like, come on, no, let's go. And he was 3 times stronger than he was normally. And I lost like 3-0 and it wasn't close at all. And it was like instant pins. And it's hard to watch it back. I had to go and cut that footage later that night, and I was doing it like with one eye sort of looking at it. But yeah, that depression sort of fell in like for the next few days, and I still haven't been able to sort of look back and sort of recognize where I went wrong. I've just messaged him actually before we started tonight and said, well done, congratulations.
It took you 4 days.
That's not what you showed me. You're like, hope you die.
Yeah. I'll never talk to you again. Don't ever come back to the club. Yeah. I'll have to, when I can, get over it. Sort of look at, where did I go wrong and what things can I change to make sure that doesn't happen again, because it's not a good feeling, like getting blown out of the water. It wasn't like I had an obvious moment where it was like, oh, this is the thing you did wrong, or you made this tactical error, or it was just like, you ready to go? Lose. Ready to go? Lose. Ready to go? Lose. Like, that sucked.
There's nothing to learn here other than I suck, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe that's
pretty much.
That's the big takeaway.
So,
Dave, you've got to be more constructive. Don't listen to that, Matt.
No, that's
No,
right.
I want to take Matt on myself soon. So that
all right. It's a psychological warfare going on.
This is a demoralisation of Matt going on. Yeah.
But I think if you don't have that down, you're not going to have the up, and it's not going to be worth it to you. And it just sort of shows that this is something that I valued, something I really wanted. I wanted to earn that victory. I wanted to win. And it's, to lose is, it was important to me. It was like I wanted to win that. I thought about it for weeks going up to it, had planned what I was going to do. I had my strategy, my game plan. It didn't work. So now I've got to rebuild, come back, try to re-engage and get better. But yeah, it's that real dip down now. So coming from a couple of wins where I was number 6, I beat number 5 in Tim Graham, which I didn't expect to do. And that was
He's probably the most experienced competitor in South Australia.
Yeah, so that was the big high. And then this is the big crash. So yeah, that's all right. I mean,
so where to next? What do you change? Do you change anything?
Nutrition.
Or is it... Yeah, that's right. Weight cutting. I think the funny thing with arm wrestling, it's like 90% is right in that setup. Where you set your hand and that first inch off that start is whether or not you will get the victory. And it's very rare that you will get a bit of a back and forth. Usually the person who gets what they want at the start will dominate and get that victory in a second. It's a flash, it's done. And the other person, if they don't know what the other person did to get that position, it's sort of like, how did I lose? Like, what did he do? And then if you're watching it back, this is why I always say to people, watch the footage, watch the videos. And I should take my own advice for that. But where was your hand? Where was his elbow? Where was his shoulder? Did you miss the start? Did it slip, go to straps? Are you not confident in straps? Maybe you need to work on that. So yeah, I've just got to look at what he did. I mean, he wrote back, this is like literally before we walked in here. I said, you felt 3 times stronger. Congratulations, well done. And he said, yeah, I just top rolled really hard into your fingers. And I was like, okay. Because it doesn't normally do that. It normally hooks. So I was not expecting that at all. I was definitely thought.
And could you feel that at the time? Because you don't, that seems like a surprise to you now.
It was a surprise. It was, yeah. I mean, he didn't hook, obviously, in the match. He top rolled. He did what he said he was going to do. He never does that in training. And so, it was my game plan was built around what I knew that he's strong at and what he was probably going to do. But not having time to adjust because it's go and you're already 3/4 of the way down before you're like, oh, he's top rolling. But it's like doink, and you hit the pad and you're like, oh, okay. So that's one of the detriments of the sport and it can be frustrating with arm wrestling. Is like, you can do great in training and with slow pulls, and it's like, okay, you ready? Let's go.
Maybe just explain to people what a slow pull is as opposed to...
Sure. So with a proper competition match, you have a referee that lines your hands up, make sure that everything's even, which people manipulate the hell out of.
It's never even.
That's right. Yeah, but and then they'll take their hands off, say, ready, go, and then you go for it, and it's a match, and it's usually over in 1 second or 2 seconds at the most, really. And if you do get a bit of back and forth, that's where it's really exciting. In slow pulls, it's where you it's like a training session. So you'll get on the table with somebody and be like, are you ready? Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's go. And then I might be wanting to work on my defense. So I might just wait for them to start pushing. And I would just sort of catch that and feel that.
So it's more like sparring.
Yeah, it's like that. And I might be working on certain things, and then, we're going back and forth as to, well, I felt really like you were really strong here, or it felt like if you turned your wrist that way, and you're sort of trying to help each other to find out, what's working, what isn't working. In a match, there's none of that. It's just, this is the arm wrestle. It is the competition, and it's off that go mark. You've got your game plan, and it's hard to react to the other person if you didn't recognize what they were doing in their setup, which I didn't. Then and I think it just comes with the experience and time and knowing, I think he's going to try and press, the way he's got his shoulder, oh, okay, well, I've got to make sure I pull really hard back off the start. And this is all in, microseconds that you've got to recognize that instantly. And maybe they were faking you out. Maybe they were setting up like that, but really they were going to come back over the top. So there is that little gamesmanship side of it, which can be a difficult thing to overcome.
And for people who are interested in elite level arm wrestling, the gentleman that you competed against, who you lost to on Sunday night, will be featuring at the DFC at DFC 12 with Laz, the Berserker Borta. That's right. So who had a fantastic, I think one of the most viewed matches that we've ever seen. Yeah. Which was started off as a bit of a training pull, and then has eventuated into this huge match, which is going to be taking place in front of over 1,000 fight fans there at the Adelaide Oval.
Sledge.
Hold on. No, caught him.
Come on, boys.
Get around behind it, man. Get around behind it. It's over. Honestly, I kid you not, it was so close. That was sick. What a match.